Hello and welcome to Let's Talk SEO. So the question that I've been asked by someone who emailed me a link and asked me, is income school a scam? Or is income school more appropriately lying to us? And the article he linked to was by increasing.com. And this is written by a person named Jamie IF. I have no idea who they are. But I do know income school, and I'm aware of their existence. I've never taken their course. I have no idea what they offer because I never found the need to. And the reason for that is after watching the videos, I figured, it's just another grift. Or if it does offer something of value, it offers it to people who are just starting to do SEO, or they're getting into blogging and they're trying to find a way in. And I think in that sense that probably the course offers good information, or at least it did offer good information until it kind of went stale. Okay, so I'm going to go into this article, and there's a link to this article in the description, and you can go ahead and read it. I'm not going to go into telling you my personal opinion whether or not income school's course itself is good or not, because I've not taken it. But based on what I'm reading here and my own knowledge of SEO, I'm going to try to offer you guys some insight into what exactly happens in this industry and how you can save yourself from being conned or even ending up with a course that doesn't really help you do anything. And one of the telltale signs that you're going to end up with a course that does absolutely nothing is that the person who's selling the course is only active a few months before there's a new course out, or there's a new version of the course out, and they only become responsive a month before launch. And prior to that, they're not responsive. They're just retweeting or resharing or whatever. And if all their videos are just tips, or just look at my case study, some obnoxious unknown website that they're showing you that you have no idea whether or not they're ranked or whether the system works or whatever, and then when people end up buying the course, 80% of the course is just more case studies, and so the case study after case study, and that's it. And the other thing, and the other point that you should keep in mind, is that if you're going to buy an SEO course, and if the creator of the SEO course doesn't really spend any time in his agency, but spends more time traveling for seminars and meetings and podcasts and doing all of that stuff, then when do they have time for actual SEO? When do they have time to work with clients? When do they have time to strategize? I'm an agency owner, and I can't do all of that unless I neglect my clients and I, get my team that's not as trained or not as experienced as I am to just dole out a cookie cutter strategy like most SEOs or most agencies do, and just sell based on my branding, and that's it. And this is something what Income School did. So I watched a lot of their videos, and I've been watching their videos for a while. I'm a subscriber to their channel, and a lot of the stuff they say makes sense. A lot of the tips they offer, make sense. It's very basic because the people they're targeting, I assume their target audience, are newbies or people who are new to the industry. But they make this claim that, if you want financial freedom, you should start blogging, you should start content marketing, and then putting ads and doing all of that stuff. The problem with that is it worked for a while, and then post-2023, that kind of died down because Google changed its algorithm. And now, for a lot of the content, or a lot of the content-related websites, Google just ranks other larger brands or forums like Reddit. And so the article says that Project 24 claims that within 24 months you can attain financial freedom for blogging. I ran the data and found that the average website using their team is just gets 238 monthly search traffic according to SEMrush. So the average site using a Kamado team has lost over 95% of search traffic and 95% of traffic since March 2023. Ricky posted a video earlier today on April 30th, 2024, saying Google isn't as good a source of traffic and admits the content sites have been decimated. So there does seem to be some acknowledgement now from him, and that's a start. And I haven't watched that video, so I'll just say, all right, so maybe Jamie put out a video, and that video is it kind of acknowledges that, you know, this is doesn't work as well, but their whole business model is selling that course, and so they're obviously a but somewhere. And then he's like, and then it's like, I recently saw a video by Ricky, the founder and CEO of Income School, a well-known and popular course teaching blogging and SEO content, discussing whether niche sites still work in 2024. Now, as many of us has experienced firsthand, Google has made some pretty drastic changes to the algorithms in September, targeting sites whose primary offer is content, rather than having real businesses to offer them, such as e-commerce, SaaS, or local services. That's true. And if Income School was selling this course successfully for a long time, they would have no idea that this was going to come. Even as someone who does SEO for a living, even I didn't know that there would be a day when Google will just choose to rank Reddit and Quora as informational sites. But and so I'm sure Income School didn't know that. If they had known that, then they would have probably had a backup plan, because this is their whole business model, selling that course. And if the course does not work, then people will call it a grift, which I don't think is exactly the right term, but that is what people will say if the course does not work for them. So to my surprise, so again, back to the article, so it says, to my surprise, rather than commensurate with his audience and collaborate with them to try and find a solution to the Google traffic hits, he accused those who don't succeed of being lazy. Ricky could have been open-minded and humble, empathize with his audience and how the content site business model has been decimated, and helping bring clarity to his audience who are hurting right now. Well, I don't think he could have. Yes, that would probably have been the right approach, but I don't think they have the solution. I don't think any of these content sites that have been hit have the solution. And that is why I have so many people coming to me asking me for a solution, because I have proven that it is possible to recover, but you should be willing to do a lot of work and quite literally overhaul your site and quite literally rethink how you do blogging and how you do content and your business model. And many people are not willing to do that, and so I just drop them. I don't have them I don't take them on as clients. I only take people who are willing to do the work as clients and who are willing to allow me to do my work as clients. And that's it. And they're not looking for a quick fix. They're not looking for me to fix their site's dip, which has been dipping for a year, in 3 months or 4 months, and then just waste money on my service and then just run away because they're looking for another agency, or they think another agency can help them. That is not how I do business. That is how I don't recommend people or in the SEO community do business. I straight up tell them what they can expect, how long they can expect to work on this before they see results, and I'm not selling a pipe dream here. Also, this is not a personal attack. So this kind of goes into, like, it does attack Income School. It goes into a lot of this, but what I am really interested in is the data set. So I'll just go to the data set there, which he has quite graciously published. And so what he has done here is searched via Income School's team. So Income School gives out these 2 themes, I guess, and people who aren't getting the blogging can use the theme and get into blogging fast, and it's a lot easier, and you don't need a lot of technical knowledge. At least that's my understanding of it. Again, I've not taken a course. And so if I look at the data, and I will go into, and there are also screenshots of the TLDR of this, and there's also a link to the Google Sheets where the data is published, and you can go into this. I would advise that you most definitely take a look at this data because it's very interesting. And this is not to throw shade on Income School because they have a course, they're selling a course, people want to buy the course. I mean, even I can't tell you what Google will do next month, next year. It's hard to say. And I think for Income School to pivot right away or immediately is really hard because they've been doing this for years. So anyway, so finding number one is only 8 Income School sites get over 10K organic traffic per month. So that's finding number one. And it's according to SEMrush as of April 24, 2024, only 8 of the 2,061 sites receive more than 10,000 monthly traffic, or 0.39% of Income School sites. That's more than 75% of sites using the theme receive under 10 organic visits per month, and only 10.38% of the sites receive over 100 organic traffic per month. Now, granted that, Google has kind of updated stuff and it has kind of killed independent blogs and smaller websites, but there's also the human factor. And many people that take courses don't really follow through the entire course. They don't really put in the work needed to be successful. And so, it can be said that out of these figures, there are quite a few websites and website owners that have just not been able to put in the time and effort required to get to the level where they should be. And this happens a lot. This happens with some of my projects. I can get into a project, not complete it, kind of get lazy in between, and it then just falls by the wayside until I pick it up again. So this happens. So finding number 2, the average traffic of Income School sites is just 238 monthly traffic in April 2024. And then the third finding is that 0.73% of sites on MediaWine and Raptive use the Income School theme. It says 0.73%. So just a fraction of sites on MediaWine and Raptive use the Income School theme. The avocado theme was found on 81 of the current sites on MediaWine from a total of 9,894 MediaWine sites analyzed. For Raptive Cafe Media Ad Thrive, the avocado theme was found on 32 of 5,521 sites analyzed. So in total, 113 Income School student sites made it to these premium ad networks, of total of 15,415 sites on these networks. However, most of these 113 no longer meet the traffic requirements to apply for these ad networks. And so if your traffic goes down below a specific threshold, you kind of lose that partnership. So again, a lot of these sites generate press, cadence. So I'll put a screenshot here. You should read the article. There's a link in the description. I'm not going to go through the entire article, but I would advise that you go through the article and also read also take a look at the Google Sheets that I've linked to, which is linked through the article on this website. And the reason for that is this will help you figure out exactly whether this is a course or whether you should be taking any courses. Now, I'm not against taking SEO courses. As of right now, I don't have an SEO course. I'm not a competitor to any of these gurus offering courses. I may not have a course anytime soon. I am working on one, but it will be ready when it's ready, and when it is ready, and when I publish a course, it's going to be a no fluff to the point course that addresses specific problems or specific types of SEO, and also will address specific problems that people face when they're doing SEO. And that will help eliminate a lot of the BS that other courses have. There are not going to be a ton of case studies. In fact, I'm not going to put any case studies there because I put all of them on my channel there. And so it's going to be fluff free. But when that's out, I have no idea. I'm still working on it. I have very little time. I work with my clients. I don't have time for seminars. I don't have time for podcasts. I don't have time for any of that because my clients are priority number one. Let me know in the comments below if you've taken an Income School course, what you have found, and if you think that this article is an accurate representation of what Income School offers. Like and subscribe as always, and I will see you in the next video.